And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. The Watchers Podcast, WATCHERZ. I'm Tavon, Tri-State_tip on Instagram. To my left.
Tiger Helly 19 on Snapchat, Janai Jeezy's, Facebook by way of the government, Jason Williams. Follow the stripes.
To his left.
Oh, that would be me.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm kidding. Smitty Green Giant on Instagram.
And to my right.
Corey J on Instagram.
All right, fellas, this is episode 70.
We ain't gonna have the monitor up, just asking. It's cool if we don't.
I could try to get up between the time, but episode 70, ladies. Let me see if I got this button right. Hold on. Nope. Here we go.
Already.
Been out for a couple weeks.
Yeah, how y'all been?
Good. Yourself? It's been hot.
Yeah, I know. My shadow was sweating.
It's definitely been hot. I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I can't complain.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
They keep making me come to work in the summer, but
That's how they do, man.
Yeah, I know. Man. Growing up was the dumbest thing I think I've ever done. Yeah. Lost my hair. Going gray. Make wise decisions.
They got stuff for your hair now.
I know.
It's just you gotta be to some level of commitment. Do you want the LeBron method? Like what is it that you want to go back? You want?
I just want my hair like.
You ever thought about like getting a tattoo shaded?
Hell no. I
You
looked at it.
don't have
I
to get
looked.
no haircut?
No,
You just
I
got a
looked-
perfect lineup.
No, I looked
all the
into
time.
it.
Ain't gotta go to a barber.
But I looked into that mess, but the way how my hair grows now, it'll grow, but it looks like Sherman Hemsley.
Then do that LeBron. Put the sides on the top, and then fade it out.
See, it's bad enough because, and we just had this conversation. Like, if I come in here with hair dye on my face, I can't look at him. I damn sure can't look at him.
I was like, you got the Beijing special.
Man, I look like a box of shoe polish. And I was like, nah. But I'm gonna shock y'all one of these days. I was looking into that man unit because Corey keeps sending me all this shit with like guys getting their heads.
It should be done.
Hey.
I know I'm gonna do it, so I ain't give a
That's one of the things I dread that day for me. But I'm gonna do something about it, man. I'm gonna do something about it.
It's good in the summer.
If I got to get the tattoo method, the LeBron, something gonna happen. I ain't just gonna be out here with the.
Either that or you grow your hair out, man. Just let it like David Banner and all them.
Man, could y'all see me on here looking like Sherman Hemsley?
I remember that one time, where was we at? I think I had called him Pennywise.
Yeah.
And then I said something about the Batman symbol. I remember. We were drunk.
Doink the club.
I felt like we were in Westchester or something. Yeah.
That was the one night that I didn't do it. And I was like,
Oh yeah, it started with that picture when it said when bouncers tell you take your hat off. He was like, yeah, true. Pennywise.
yup. Damn. I have a picture. I never posted it though, but I have it where my hair was actually grown.
Okay.
It's like 3 strands, like a cornfield.
All right, but let's get the show rolling. So before we get too deep in anything, I know since we haven't been here in a couple of weeks, there's been some deaths in the world, and I mean, I don't want to sound harsh about it, but probably just acknowledge some of the people and give a thoughts and prayers, RPs while we're here. Julian, sir, could you take that away? I can't keep up with everyone.
Oh, it was Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons.
Sissy Spacek. Shannon Doherty. Oh, good Lord.
She's young, eh? Well, I won't say young, but she's not.
She was young.
She's not up there.
I mean, she was young. She was 54,
50?
I think.
Okay.
53 or 54. She had breast cancer, I think a second time.
Damn.
It came back more aggressive. My man from Alf. Oh, God. Like I said, there's so many. But, yeah, thoughts and prayers to their fans and their family as well.
I really hope Pauly Shore ends up doing that. He was supposed to be doing the Richard Simmons movie.
But
and then they said at first Richard Simmons was mad about it. But supposedly last thing I heard was like he had gave his okay and his blessing for it.
Yeah,
I think
that's a perfect fit.
he'd kill a Richard
I haven't
Simmons.
seen Pauly Shore in a minute. He's still
No.
active.
Yeah. I don't think he's been in anything big or
probably-
crazy. He's probably got like
check
a
out-
lot of
look at-
side projects.
Yeah,
I'm a Pauly Shore fan, so that's what I
yeah.
got.
I mean, I remember from the '90s. I used to watch a lot.
What
of
is
stuff.
on the Weasel?
Yeah. He was everywhere for a while.
Yeah.
Buddy.
But yeah, I hope he does do it. Cause Richard Simmons, he was like
He was a real interesting guy, though, man.
I mean, just the fact that he was, spent a lifetime trying to get people healthy. Commercials used to come on all the time.
Tyler
All that
did the
sweat.
same thing too, right?
Huh?
Did
Oh, yeah.
Billy Banks do the same thing?
Yeah, and he was beating up people in the basement. It was that one movie called?
Nah,
Billy. Speaking of Tybo, I threw I don't know. I pulled something in my back one year doing Tybo when we was in high school. It was like off season for football.
I
I forget
remember
what year it was.
all them videos, and I tried that P90X one year.
I knew
Or
better.
was
Lost
it
your
P90X?
thing.
I knew better.
Whichever one is the big light skinned dude that little. Yo,
You got like 20-second breaks. Nah.
They started telling people that I was hearing people talking about
That
they was
shit
throwing up
was
doing it. I was like,
It
yeah, I'm
was
good.
crazy. I was
You
getting
got up
lightheaded.
there, he decreased the time you got to rest.
All them, I used to get lightheaded. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah, people was like they were throwing up and stuff. I was like, I'm good.
I hurt my abductor trying it one time. I was like, never again.
That's all for death.
Like I said, it was
some more.
It was more, but it was
Olive
so
oil.
many out.
Olive oil.
Yeah, I just said that one.
Oh, did you say her?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, go.
doing death. My grandma did pass, so
Yeah. Condolences, bro.
Condolences.
Condolences, bro.
it was a tough one for me.
Yeah.
And grandmoms, I feel like, in most people's have hold a special place in most people's heart. I rarely find many people that don't really have a soft spot for their grandma. There's something about that connection with your grandmother that's different between really any other relationship.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's move on and try to get a little light beat in here. Let's stick with movies since we're talking about Pauly Shore and stuff. So, Deadpool coming out next week. We all excited? Everybody seeing it?
This week.
Yeah.
Technically this week, yeah. We don't say.
Oh, we're seeing it.
Everybody seeing it?
Yeah.
Everybody
Get
seen
my
it?
ticket.
We're on Thursday, right?
David.
I'm gonna try Thursday.
Yo, David was like threatening like everybody's like bodily life. Go see this on Thursday.
Did you guys see the last trailer that came out this past week?
No, I didn't watch it. I heard it was a spoiler.
They showed something. I ain't gonna say it,
I won't say it,
but they showed something that they could have waited.
Yeah, I heard, and I was
Just
like,
I was mad a couple weeks ago when they announced like
it was.
A lot of people got
press
announced.
access. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
this
oh,
is-
I didn't even know that. I didn't hear that. Shit.
But yeah, in the last probably month or so, so many people got announced. I don't even say announced, but people found out they in it, or you could see them in the back of the trailer.
Or they're throwing it in
Like-
plain sight.
It's like, damn, they could have just
Waited.
put that first trailer out and just let everything else.
That's what I
go.
wish they did.
So
Because
the fact that they did show who they showed in this one
I
is
was
showing
like-
me that there got to be a lot more that's going to happen in this
Well-
movie, because to me that was a good cameo, right?
And it kind of like made some sense on what the character was going through in the trailer.
It makes sense with the characters involved, but they could not.
They could have held off on it.
yeah, I kind of saw something on Instagram, kept scrolling,
Yeah.
trying to.
I
forget
watched
even
it.
saw something.
I just watched it on a break just for.
I got spoiled on Instagram, on Twitter, and then I was like, all right, fuck, I'm gonna just watch it now.
I pulled a Brian. I stopped watching trailers a while ago. I haven't seen the last couple.
Yeah, I should have did.
I should have did it, but I was just.
But to me, it means that it's got to be a lot more, or
what
they
they're
bearing
telling.
that away.
yeah, it got to be something real big that's
For that-
saving.
For them to just even throw that in there at the last minute, so you know,
Still gonna make $1
more.
billion.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna sell.
It's tracking high right now.
It's gonna sell.
What is your expectations for?
I think it's gonna be good. I think this is gonna be one of the movies that we've been wanting from Marvel for a minute. From the last few times we've been here, every time a movie come out or Marvel movie come out, we've been like,
And it's gonna be a rated R Marvel movie that does it.
And I think this is the one that's gonna get us excited again. So Kevin Feige went on and said, in terms of impact to the MCU overall, it's only 2 movies more impactful than this, and that's Infinity War and Endgame, which are big movies. They're the best movies, like they're top selling movies ever. So, to me, that means, and I've been seeing a lot of stuff online saying now this is the age of mutants.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to begin. And we get in Comic-Con next week, or is it next week?
Yeah.
We're getting Comic-Con soon, and Marvel's going to have a panel there. Oh, you know what I heard? They're going to announce who is the new Kang.
Yeah.
There's a lot of leaks online saying they found a new Kang.
But
Nah.
and it's a couple things that apparently, I guess, why Marvel's coming back to Comic-Con, because they know that their past track record with these films have been bad. And they know it, and I guess they're trying to get back into the good graces to get people excited for their stuff again.
They also have to plan out, or I don't say plan out, but they have to show what the vision is. Everything deviate. When we had that Comic-Con 2 years ago, when we was watching it here, remember we were going through some of the
Yeah.
Comic-Con announcements? Things was looking fire.
And
Everything was lined up. They said this.
and then it just snowballed.
They showed X-Men 97. They showed all the movies. A lot of the movies and TV shows got axed. And then things got switched around. I still don't know what's the deal with Thunderbolts. We finally got a Captain America trailer.
Thunderbolts just got done filming.
Okay.
They just finished that. It wrapped. So
Okay. But
it's
remember back
definitely
then,
coming out.
it was supposed to be
Yeah.
not Secret Wars. It was supposed to have been a whole thing.
Ironheart.
The Armor Wars.
Yeah, Armor Wars.
Armor Wars and all this was supposed to be tied into each other.
Yeah,
they were
but
saying,
I
but
think
all that got cut.
Mhm.
So they got to
You know what? I'm glad that they did do it. If it's not really popping, don't do it.
Yeah, I'm cool with cutting stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
in
if
the interest of making better product.
if it's not making sense to the story, or if it's not a good thing, just don't do it. Don't waste a viewer's time investing in something that you know is going to be shit. So.
Yeah, I remember that was 2 different leaders.
Yeah,
Under Bob Iger, they always did 2 movies a year.
Mm-hmm.
Then once he left, the new dude came. He was saturated the market with all
what
that
he did
stuff.
was
And then he was letting Kevin Feige just do what he want. They said with Bob Iger, he kind of controls. Like, tells, nah, you can't put that out. You don't want to oversaturate the market.
and that's what they
Remember,
was
that's
doing.
what we were saying for about the past year.
Yeah,
Because it was like
They just putting out whatever they wanted to put out.
for me, it was like a Marvel thing coming out. What is it now?
And it would be different. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
No, you.
No. It was to me, it was just like when it was a Marvel movie coming out that I knew it wasn't going to be good. It was just like, oh, really?
And that's what if it would be different if they were good
exactly.
movies that you had coming out
Exactly.
back to back,
Exactly.
but you had a lot of filler.
Yep.
And it
But
was kinda
I-
like,
A
wow.
lot of stuff you didn't necessarily need to see.
Yeah, I just think with Deadpool now, I think they're trying to get people excited, not only just for the Deadpool movie, but just Marvel movies in general. 'Cause
They did that in one tank when Ryan Reynolds sat there and showed Hugh Jackman. That automatically sparked everybody's interest.
facts.
Well, so, oh man, I hope they paying them good
Mm-hmm.
because Hugh Jackman was talking about how he was really done with playing Wolverine.
now he wants.
Ryan
And then
Reynolds talked
Ryan
him into
Reynolds
it.
called him, and he thought about it. He was like, you know what? I think I got something left in me, and I
Looks
wouldn't be
good,
surprised
though.
if this not even the last time we see him.
Nah, he
But-
looks good though, man.
Ain't he supposed to appear when they branch him off into the X-Men?
That's another $1 million.
I think we're gonna find out something during this movie about a little bit about something.
Because apparently they said it's like you said, like it's some leaks going on with like the age of the mutants. I don't know what they're gonna do to the extent that it was some rumors floating around. I don't want to say them on here though, but I'll tell you all off air. But if what the rumor is true, then it should be a very interesting mutant arc.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Other than that, anything else Marvel that I'm missing?
Still no Blade.
Oh, still no.
They just need to go ahead
I don't even want to talk about
I
Blade no
know.
more.
I just want to
cash that shit.
Yeah, I'm okay with recasting or just delaying until they can figure out a good time for it.
All right.
The Russos are back for the final 2. Well, I won't say final 2, but for the next 2 Avenger movies, the Russos are back in the fray. So they done Civil War. They done 2.
Wait,
They did Winter Soldier.
I thought they wanted Ryan Coogler.
Nah.
Sorry, they didn't do Civil War. They did
Winter Soldier.
But that was my argument way back when. So remember the guy who made Shang-Chi had got cast. He was the one that was supposed to do one, and I was like, well, how you give it to him and not they hadn't selected the last one, and I said, well, it better go to Ryan Coogler because Ryan Coogler then gave you $1 billion movie already, and right now his track record saying he a good director. Just go ahead and let him get it.
In ensemble cast, man, so.
And he didn't. I don't remember him ever being selected.
I remember hearing about him. They wanted him to do it.
I made the argument saying that he should be the other one. If y'all gonna give it to the Shang-Chi director, then Ryan Coogler deserves to get the other.
I said he knows how to handle an ensemble cast. He's also a comic fan as well, so it ain't like he's just a Wakanda guy. I mean, he knows his stuff.
We'll see what happens with that, but I'm okay with the Russos. They obviously gonna have to get some type of game plan because everything can't just be when everything go back. Let's call the Russos back.
Yeah, and that was my problem. That they with Endgame really they had nothing really past what they were going to do past Endgame. Though
Yeah.
I think.
Well, honestly, I can also say the opposite. What has the Russos done without?
Yeah,
Marvel.
Yeah. They've been.
Besides the Distraction.
Was that who did
They did the Gray Man.
Let me look at
Whack.
They did the Gray Man. They did
That's the one with
the young boy.
Ron Phillips.
Was it him?
Ron Gosling.
Ryan
Was it
Gosling.
Gosling?
The first watch I thought it was amazing. Second time I watched it, I said, man, what is this shit?
They produced the Extraction movies. They did a lot. They've been producing a lot of stuff lately. They haven't been behind. Their first past Endgame was The Gray Man. And I think if the rumor's true that this will be their first film that they did since Gray Man. So
I didn't watch that. Surprisingly,
it was all right.
You lost my guy right there. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was pretty good though.
What's that? Good.
Let's.
Fall Guy.
Oh yeah, was
Fall
it?
Guy. That was off the train.
I still haven't watched that yet.
Yeah,
it's worth one watch.
I kind of want to see it again.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. In the spirit of comic book movies, I don't know if you guys. I meant to send this to y'all. What's my man's name from Top Gun Maverick? And he just had the other movie on Netflix, and the girl was Sydney Sweeney.
Colin Powell, whatever his name, Clifton Powell, whatever.
What's his name?
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell.
I know it was one of them. It was gonna come to my name.
Colin and Clifton. Let's go.
R.I.P. Colin Powell.
He just followed James Gunn and Andy Muschietti, I think is his last name. Andy Muschietti is going to be the director of the new Batman movie under James Gunn. And obviously James Gunn is leading the whole DC.
It's been some weird
It is
names.
a lot of speculation now.
Some names that's coming out with
that he may be the next Batman. How y'all feel about that? I like him as an actor. How y'all feel about him as Batman?
But the thing is he old? With the Brave and the Bold, the way how they're describing him is
older.
Like,
he is an older guy. He's
an
not
older
young.
dude.
He just looks young, but he's like probably in his 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Could have killed two birds in one stone. You could just went and got George Clooney to do that movie.
The Brave and the Bold?
You said he's old, right?
No.
Yeah, but no, they said he's only going to be some years older than Superman. He's going to be older than Superman for sure because he has a kid, but he's not going to be 50s. From my idea, he's going to be from between 35 to 45, which
is a right age.
He is that age for.
Okay.
Hear me out, because you know my guy. He's going through the divorce right now. he gonna be the most dark, brooding Batman. He's going through a divorce right now. This is the perfect role for him right now.
He's gonna be smoking Newport, jumping off his building.
He gonna break character. He's like, fuck J-Lo. I was like,
I don't feel bad for him at all. He ain't learned the first time, brother.
Bronson.
Nah, but I keep saying Clifton Powell now.
I can't even hold it. I've been guilty of trying to run it back. It never works.
Glenn Powell.
Batman.
He would be a good one.
So
you can tell.
Did y'all see that Netflix movie? Yeah.
So you think he could get Jonathan Majors in?
He just seen a movie with him in it.
No, I just watched him.
Oh, he was in Twisters. That's right.
He was good in Twisters.
And Superman in that, I heard. right?
Yeah.
Right.
So if they was playing, I kind of. But the thing was with the guy that's playing him now, you get kind of a sense on seeing how he is. He's not Cavill, but he wasn't enough in Twisters enough for me to really like.
Oh, yeah.
Really, but
I haven't seen him in anything, so I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt. From the stills, like I said,
But hearing the voice and hearing how he talk and like some of the yelling and everything on how he was, he may got it in him. I mean, jury's out on him. I'm not gonna slam the film. I personally just don't like the suit, but I'm not knocking him until I see the movie. But from some of them set lists,
you sure you want to see it?
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
I mean, you sure it's gonna get put out?
It's gonna get put out.
It's gonna put out.
Oh, and I want to talk to you about WB in a little bit after.
Because about them, he's trying to sell off that. So you sure? Do you think it's gonna go through?
I don't know. That's a whole that's a whole different discussion. I know where you're going with it. I know where you're going with it.
It's because it's Big Dog sitting on the block with an empty check, looking like, yo, you don't want that?
I know.
Give it.
That's what I'm just saying. That's a topic in itself.
Yeah.
But
all right. How was Twisters? Good enough to see once.
It's worth good one visit though.
Okay.
I like the original better.
When y'all say one visit, I mean I'll just wait for HBO.
No, I mean it was pretty good though. I mean,
I just finally watched Kong vs. Godzilla, the sequel.
Oh really?
What?
Yeah.
I be thinking I be watching shit.
That right?
Boy,
It took me a minute, but yeah, Kong, my boy, man. I get it.
that's what I'm talking about.
Boy.
Look at him. See how they just.
I mean, I like Kong,
And I think give
not
him
more
the
than
right
Godzilla.
day, and he be like, I'm sick of this shit. He'll whoop Godzilla ass.
Nah.
I give him the right day. I'm sick of this nigga. He gonna figure out a way to knock his head off.
Listen, at the movies, they was in the beginning. You ain't hear nothing from Mike, Jules, Brian, or they was quiet. Yeah, they was
And I'm
quiet.
surprised.
Man,
To me, he
he
is the Batman, and Godzilla's the Superman.
Don't do
I'm
that.
surprised you don't
Don't
like
do
him.
that. Don't do that.
To me, give him enough.
I mean,
prep
I
time.
like Kong. I grew up on Kong.
He gonna be
but
like, I'm sick of this nigga.
I had two first loves in my life: my mother and Godzilla. Those are the two things I loved that I can remember loving first.
Godzilla is my
Love you
guy.
too, pops.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Pops gonna be looking at you at the door.
Yeah.
Don't you come in here?
You know how you are with your mom. I was like, yeah, but yeah, I can't
All
override
right,
Godzilla.
back to the subject at hand.
Well, no, talking about Twisters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need motherfuckers to go to the 4DX movie, dog. Like, but movies like Twister, like
Did
those are
they do
movies
something? Did you go see it in 4DX?
I'm going to see. I don't
Okay,
even want to
okay.
see Twisters.
That's what I was gonna ask.
I don't
it
even want
probably
to see
was
Twisters,
good.
but I'm going in 4DX just to go see something in 4DX.
Okay.
But I had saw Kong Godzilla twice in 4DX. It was worth it. I missed Planet of the Apes was in 4DX, but I didn't see that. But yeah, I don't even want to see Twisters. I don't even like the first one. I'm just going just to experience everything in that environment.
That first movie, I love that movie, man.
But if there's a movie that's specifically made that should be seen in 4DX, Twisters.
Well, they got the effects for it though. It's not a bad movie, believe it or not.
Because they had the previews for it when I seen Godzilla Kong.
I mean, they put some money into it with these effects though. But we'll see what it is.
All right. We got some trailers. We already talked about Deadpool. We got a Gladiator trailer last week. Obviously, the biggest, I think, standout of that trailer is Denzel Washington being involved in it. And I can't tell who the main character is supposed to be. They throw you for a loop. You can't tell if he's supposed to be related to...
You seen the first one, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know...
or is he related to...
Well,
I don't know.
The first one... Well, you know, this one... you know he had the illegitimate son, right?
He did?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well,
that.
if you watch the first Gladiator movie, he was messing with the one chick.
We talking about Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he had the illegitimate son.
Okay.
And I think this one is based off of...
It's somebody's son because he's telling about his family.
That's
but
illegitimate.
then they show you the what they call, I won't call them the royal family, but they show you them when he's saying it, but then you also see the flashbacks of Russell Crowe's family when they saying it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, who is he supposed to be? But I'm gonna see it, And I think we thought it's going to do numbers,
It
regardless
looks
of what
good,
you think.
though,
It's still going to do numbers. It's going to be, I think, the end of this year, or maybe they said November, December. It's going to do numbers. It's going to do numbers. Yeah, I like it. I like Gladiator movie. I like the original. I don't even care what this one about. I'm still gonna see it. I'm still gonna see it. Denzel in it. All right,
He's gonna say my nigga Gladiator.
I'm still gonna see it. So
Alonzo Caesar.
he do look cool though, man. If anything else,
He said, where you
Denzel gonna look cool. In
So where you think they got the haircut from?
the Caesar was named after me.
He's the only brother in his line that was getting the lineup. Because his thing looked too clean.
He gonna be like, shoe program, 24-hour lockdown.
We got trailer for Captain America.
I like it.
What's it called?
Brave, was it?
Brave New World.
Brave New World. Brave New World.
Was that what the original name was?
New World Order?
This was a New World Order, right?
But they changed the name.
All right. And then it was supposed to be a second one, right?
I think it was.
It was supposed to have been 2 Captain America movies. New World Order, Red, White, and Black. Did I make that shit up?
No.
Did I make that shit up? Wait, I could have sworn there was supposed to be 2 Captain America when they did this shit 2 years ago. Either way, Brave New World. We got to see Harrison Ford, which, God bless him. How old is this nigga? Sorry, how old is
80
he?
something.
He up there.
He like 84.
And we're gonna talk about. Never mind. I was gonna say we're gonna talk about the presidents in a little bit because of the age thing, but
That's why he pulled out.
Harrison Ford as the new Thaddeus Ross.
I wish, honestly, I love Harrison Ford, man. But they could have went with somebody a little older, younger.
Older, younger.
They could have brought
I mean,
Sam Elliott
he a good
back.
name. He a good name.
Man,
It's God damn.
They could have just went and got Sam Elliott back. Yeah.
I gotta see what he looked like. Sam Elliott.
Well, he was in the first Hulk.
Sam Elliott, this dude with the mustache. He was in.
He was in the first.
Oh
Hard
yeah,
boy.
yeah.
He always got that cowboy.
Yeah,
He always gonna be a
always
cowboy.
look like
He's
belong in the army, right?
always gonna be a cowboy.
I know who you're talking about now.
They could have got
White
anybody
hair,
else,
too.
really.
Yeah.
But
Um.
they wanted a bigger name just to play this.
Yeah. So when I first saw that trailer, I was impressed. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, ooh,
I was surprised it showed it.
this kind of give that little Civil War.
It's
Bob
supposed, but
again.
this is technically a Hulk movie. Though.
I don't.
In essence of it.
I will say, because I don't like Captain America, I sure as hell don't give a damn about Sam. I don't care about him at all. Falcon is trash. I don't care. He be black as he want to be. He's trash. You know what brought it for me though? My guy.
Who that?
I always want to call him bugging out. I always call him bugging out. Do the right thing. Bugging out.
Giancarlo. Giancarlo.
Yeah. I don't want to have to mispronounce his name.
So for everything that I'm seeing, he's a guy. He's
he
playing a character name.
He was letting that thing off in there too. He's like, psh.
Yeah.
George Washington Carver.
George Washington.
No.
Not Carver.
No. It was something.
Bridge.
Bridge.
George Washington Bridge. Who's a
called?
character from the comic book that's kind of tied into S.H.I.E.L.D. and some other stuff.
I hate that bridge in New York, by the way.
Who?
There's a George Washington Bridge in the GW in New York. It's the actual bridge.
He's actually a badass character in the book, though.
He's a badass character in that trailer.
Yeah.
It looks good. The trailer looks good. It was better than I thought it'd be. And then, like you're saying, we're getting some Hulk elements into it, which I think Sam needs other elements to help sell them. And that is not a bad idea to bring the Hulk in because they always have to do the Hulk through third party means. They can't just do direct Hulk movies. So
His rights is real crazy.
it's rumors Ruffalo might also be involved in the movie.
But they're
we'll
supposed to
see.
be hiding him. They're not saying he's in
Yeah.
it, but they want the focus to be on
So.
the Red Hulk.
I'm gonna see it. I think did they give a date? Oh, they said 26.
No, it's February 14th.
They can't just
26,
kill him
yeah.
off. I think
No, it's on.
I think it's time. Go ahead, kill him off.
Nah,
It's all right.
you can't do.
Kill Iron Man. You can kill Hulk.
You surprised me today.
Huh? Well, I'm banging with Hulk.
How do you?
He's overpowered.
I mean, I guess I could see the Batman Iron Man relation.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I
Oh yeah,
could
Batman. Yeah, Batman, Iron Man, the same person.
see- yeah. I guess I could.
Rich
see
dude
that
got some money. Batman got hands though, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess I respect the hands more
Yeah.
than that's why.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Movies, trailers that I'm missing at the moment?
No, not that I could think of.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming out this year, right?
Yeah, September.
September.
So it'll be dope if they do a third one and you go ahead and call it Beetlejuice.
They should.
I did hear them on the radio. They were talking about Winona Ryder. So she had it in her contract while doing Stranger Things that if at any point that a Beetlejuice sequel was going to be done, she had full
Right. So go ahead
carte blanche to
put that on hold.
Go ahead and take care of that, no matter when it was, how it was, what time it was. She was on call for Beetlejuice sequel, which is crazy to think about. So it must have been some rumblings for years.
They have been saying that movie. They had like nine different incarnations of that script, but nothing really was solid.
This one looks good though, and I feel like
what's crazy?
Jenna Ortega's perfect for
she fits
the role
that
of
mold.
the daughter.
And I'm glad they got a lot.
So they've
of
been
them
waiting
back.
that long for her to be born and grow up, so she can play the role. That's a great.
They got the mother back.
You know what's funny about that though? Beetlejuice was supposed to be Sammy Davis Jr.
Really?
Was it?
Yeah, I kid you not. And it was supposed to be a straight horror movie.
Well,
but they ended up changing the whole thing. It's a crazy
good
story.
thing they went in a different direction because
they
Davis
did.
Jr. cannot do the sequel.
No.
At all.
No, he ain't doing nothing now.
Damn.
You doing coke with the Rat Pack? Huh?
Damn.
I'm just being honest.
Damn. Ice cold. But yeah, I'm excited for it.
It looks good though.
Yep.
I feel like lately a lot of the long awaited sequels that you didn't think you were gonna get
have been good.
Like even going back to Tron, what was it?
Tron
Legacy.
Damn near 30, whatever, 20 some years after the sequel's really good and it ties up the story. Top Gun, Maverick, real good, ties up the story and gives you more story. So I feel hopeful for this.
Axel F was actually good too.
It got bad quiet.
It was good.
I didn't see it. I could add that.
It was good.
I haven't even watched the original.
Man, we
so.
gave Eddie Murphy crickets. Man.
I haven't.
I
even seen
enjoyed
the
it.
original.
I enjoyed it, especially for a Netflix movie.
It was
wasn't
where it
bad.
needed to be.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. But.
All right. In the vein of movies and companies and stuff like that, we could talk a little bit about WB real quick. And there was rumors about splitting it up, I guess. Into two separate. I can't remember what it was.
That's what he wanted
All right,
to do.
Pat, break it down because you kind of said it better.
Break it down.
What about them breaking it down? Yeah, what I said?
It said
CNN and all that.
two different companies, one for streaming and one in studio assets, and one for all cable network assets.
Yeah, so the streaming asset and what's in there? He wants to really sell it, put it with Disney. He wants to bring he wants them to buy it. And everybody said that's all, with every company he then took over, he does that. He'll split it to a part that he wants to keep, and then the other part,
What
try
you
to
want to
sell
sell
it
it
to
all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So while we're talking about WB and streaming and stuff, there has been some people accounts. I can't say, I don't know if it's all U.S. or if it's other countries, but they started putting AEW stuff on their HBO Max. So it's now being heavily rumored that they're going to announce it any day now that you'll be able to get all the AEW. And I said they're going to have to in order for them to keep up next year
That's
with
good for them.
WWE. And what I will say, we could go into wrestling real quick as well. I know y'all not rocking with AEW, but they put on a hell of a match. MJF, Osprey put on a hell of a match this past week.
Yeah.
An hour-long match. Cable TV.
It was
was
good.
that called for?
Huh?
Was that really called for?
It wasn't, but shit,
It was
it
good.
worked. It was a good-ass match.
This
An hour match
But my only problem
on Wednesday night.
My only nitpick on it was really no build for it.
Thank you.
Well, that's what
That-
we talked about before. Is that
they
it?
were wasting bangers for
Yeah,
That was
But we'll
that
talk
was
about that.
but
that
as
was
far
it was
as a
hell of
match went,
it was a hell of a match though, man.
that was a good-ass match.
But so the way you're talking about it, I didn't watch it, but I believe you. Is that a pay-per-view caliber match?
Yes.
I have a feeling it'll be ran back as a pay-per-view.
But you've already given it to us
Correct.
on free TV.
Correct. And we
And
talked
that's-
about that too, is that they don't do the storytelling correctly,
That's
right?
the problem with the
And it's
booking.
all weird. It's why is he fighting him this week and he just got there, and why is he getting a championship fight and blah. MJF's the new champion, by the way. He took Osprey's belt, that Intercontinental, whatever that was.
What was the point?
He's the new Intercontinental champion.
So you hot potato on that belt now.
All them belts is hot potatoes, man.
They took the eyes off of Swerve. They must have heard me say you can't get up off him. It's gonna be racist.
But I
And
thought
so they went towards.
Nah, they was going to.
And I thought-
Osprey said don't
do it.
I thought the whole point of Osprey
'Cause they was
putting over Swerve was to elevate him up so that people can respect his reign.
Yeah.
But now you're going to give Osprey and MJF going to have this banger on free TV, and now we're going to be looking at MJF's title now because now he's feuding with Osprey. Who's Swerve even feuding with right now? Nobody.
Swerve
Nobody.
is going to be fighting.
Adam,
I thought they
Adam-
announced who he
it,
was.
Hangman Page. Again.
Oh,
He came back.
yo. But what they do, and I don't like Hangman, but they got a good little thing going. Hangman came back at the right time, and it's going to suck because I think Hangman going to beat him this time because Hangman, I think, is 0-2 against him.
Yeah.
But it makes sense for Hangman to feud with Swerve.
And-
but it should have been after All In my opinion.
The booking. Here you go
Yeah.
with the booking and
It
your
should've been
timing and
after
your
all
booking and the why.
I
Like,
would
that's-
have booked that Osprey Swerve match for All In. Even if Osprey was agreed to lose, let him lose at All In,
Mhm.
right? But then bring back Hangman, and then that's how you build next year's fights, right?
They went
They
back.
did everything too quick,
You blew
and
your
everything, everything happened too quick, and that is what I would agree. You didn't know that Osprey and MJF was going to fight this Wednesday. Nobody would like you who watching because I didn't know they was beefing. They just had
They just had a talk last week. And
they
then
talked last week, and
and
all of
then
a sudden
we're
they
gonna
was
fight.
like, "Oh,
And
what?"
now
they're
my
fighting
title's
now.
up.
That
So
was
So if
my-
you ain't see last week, you ain't know they was going to fight this week.
So you couldn't milk and that's my thing with it. Like I watch and they have some bangers, but then it's like, why you're watching? Like, why is this person beefing with this person? Last week he was beefing with this person.
Yeah.
Just like I tuned in to Collision yesterday. I caught the tail end, the patriarchy versus Bang Bang Gang.
Okay,
You know the results. Patriarchy took the Bang Bang Gang's title.
they did.
So now they're trios. But did you just take a title off of them? The patriarchy is
Your boy
Christian. That's his crew.
Chris-
They gave him the
in
name,
the
the
two.
patriarchy. Yeah, they got but didn't you just take
Oh,
titles?
they got titles? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I guess I'll start watching.
But didn't you just take titles off of them?
Well, he had the one title.
You might as well left title.
Yeah.
Like it's just a lot of
First of
doing
all,
a lot of stuff. But why?
It made no sense. They stripped the gun club because Jay White got hurt.
Yeah, they took
But
one
But
of the
then
titles.
Juice Robinson was that made no sense. You stripped, then you put him in a match again?
That's their problem.
And then they just lost the other
made no
titles they had.
sense.
They're having good
And their
matches
music is
and-
fire,
And it's
yo.
inconsistent.
Yeah.
Their music is fire.
Oh, what's the name?
One of the best entrances.
Don't worry, I ain't gonna see him on TV no more. They're gonna be in the back eating.
And then I was watching. And now you got Britt Baker,
Britt Baker
who came
got
back to beef with Monet.
Yeah.
But now Carl Sheeta is going to fight her at Blood and Guts because she wants to fight Britt Baker and make her bleed. And it was
weird.
It's crazy. It's just,
I do
a lot
like.
of-
I just want to go back to the day when y'all said them signing Sasha Banks was a big deal. It's a big flop. She had one good night.
I was gonna-
Yeah.
She had one good night. Ever since
I
then,
do like her as the heel with the EVP group. What's his
she's
name?
with them now?
Yeah, they all got like the money
Who?
thing. Rainmaker and the young
You
buck.
done wasted Okada.
But no,
No, how they?
is
Okada's funny.
he's killing it right now.
This is
He's
something
killing
I
it
ain't
week
seen.
to week as a hill.
And he be telling people to shut up,
He was like, "Oh no, I deleted it."
and he be cutting people music off. And I don't care. Shut up.
I might have to give Okada
He go like
a try.
this. He's like, "Oh no, I don't know, I deleted it."
Because every time
Bitch.
somebody music mess up, they go in the back, and he back there like this.
No, he's a good. And so he got this thing where Mercedes Moné came around and she'll do the little dent. He dropped his belt. He's like,
Ooh.
he good. I like him. I like him as the heel.
Okay.
I'm
got
always
you,
iffy about. I don't care for the young bucks, but
I'll tune in.
I'm okay with her being the heel with that group. It makes sense. The whole money.
Oh, they was gonna have to turn.
They
It
had
makes
to.
sense. They had to
It makes
turn
sense.
it.
Well,
She
they
was
had-
flopping by herself.
Yeah,
I
it makes
think-
sense.
What's bad about that is they went into and this. I kind of said like free agency. This may jump into it though, but for the person who came in to fight her, and she was talked about more so than her, I was like, this is a major problem right now.
Yeah. What I did not realize, and WWE might have done a good job at masking this, I don't really care for her on the mic.
Yeah,
Wrestling
they
ability,
did.
I'm not
They
going to
did
take
do
it
a
away
good job
from her.
protecting
I'm
her.
not going to take
They did.
her wrestling ability from her, but it's something about her
On the
on the mic is not. It's
She
something.
fails at it.
It's
And what's his name
inauthentic.
said it for years. Cornette and Bischoff said, I don't know why Tony Khan keeps giving her a mic
I
because
would-
she
yeah.
flopped in WWE with
Mm-hmm.
it. You know, they let her just say a little catchphrase. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
boom.
It like hang Mercedes. It's like everything is a little cringy.
You gotta
and I
give it
just
a
be
little
like,
quick. She
Yeah.
gotta get in and get out when she say something.
She's not who she portrays herself as. I've
You know
always been
who I
saying it.
do like now, and it's
But-
because she fighting
Before
my
we get
girl.
too-
Go ahead.
Before we get too far, the John that he was talking about signed with WWE. That was her audition. Was
back here,
Forbidden Door.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
She had a tryout.
and she was holding 2 titles.
Yeah.
For
She's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
She's really
a
good.
wrestler.
I was just going through her pictures.
Yeah, but she could go. She could go.
She a good wrestler.
I
like
just
her
have a
fan.
feeling that, and somebody said it. Once she get there, she's gonna get an LWO shirt, and they're gonna leave her. They
She's
just,
gonna go on NXT.
I don't know. They said watch what happens. She's gonna end
I
up in
don't-
LWO.
I
And it's gonna
think-
ruin her
I
career. She
don't
was
think-
gonna get generalized into that Spanish group.
I don't
He
think.
must have been one of them AEW groups reading that bullshit.
She might have to.
I
She
don't.
gonna be all right.
I don't
But
think.
she's a good wrestler. She should be able to hold her own without having no
Aye.
faction. Mariah May. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she was hanging with Tony Storm. She was like trying to be her
I
little.
remember. I know. She kissing the triple.
I think she about to step up a little bit. She got to fight Tony Storm
I
or
hope so
whatever.
because whatever fight I saw her, I forget who I watched her wrestle. Terrible.
Now that's the
She was
storyline they
terrible.
actually did do right.
And I forget who it was she was wrestling. I watched that, man. I was like, this is terrible. Not sure if it was her or the other girl.
Yeah.
It was a
But
month or two.
I think she got mic presence. I think she got mic presence, and we're gonna find out in these next couple of weeks before. But the last promo she did after she attacked Tony, I was like, yeah, she might got it.
Speaking of Mike, did y'all hear Tony Schiavone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it was on Mariah May because she was killing it as a ill. But yeah, he was wild, and I looked, and that's why I had to send it to y'all. I was like, y'all ain't gonna believe this shit.
Yeah, I feel like
Even
feel
Taz
like
and
I-
them was like, whoa.
I feel like it was some shit I say
screaming,
though. I
man.
feel like I was like, damn.
It sounds like somebody I know, but I ain't gonna say.
All right. Anything that? We can go to WWE real quick. John Cena announced his
Are we
retirement.
done with AEW?
I am.
I feel like there was something else I was thinking about.
There ain't nothing
All right,
over there.
No,
Ain't nothing
Ricochet
over
might be popping up at some point,
Wah,
but
wah.
that's gonna be
Yeah.
another.
there.
This is gonna be
Well,
another.
Good luck to him. Good luck to him, though. Good luck.
What's
Back.
Jules Ferris saying? We leave somewhere we had it good at. Boy, bye. Bitch, bye. Like the fuck.
I mean, I wish him well, though. I mean, it's all right.
We gonna go over to flippy flip with Osprey again?
Yeah, that's what they going.
Cool.
That's that. Yeah,
That's
Cool.
what we want
But we
to do.
seen
That's
it.
what we want to do. But
and that's another thing we seen it.
Yeah.
But
Good luck
my-
to 'em, though.
Before we get off of them, but my thing with them is, I'm to the point where I'm watching it, and I enjoy a good match, but you got to give me more than a good match. It's got to make sense of why these people. Like,
Yeah.
You just can't have people coming out wrestling every week. They wrestling each other for no reason or no build, and then you're giving these 5-star matches on free TV, but then the pay per view.
hate that rating system.
But then, I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
I don't go by it. But I was like, you giving these good ass matches, and then in the pay per view, we seen y'all wrestle already, so it's not as special. Like
Yeah.
MJF and Will Ospreay, I'm assuming it's their first time ever wrestling, ever touching,
At least in AEW, I don't know if they did in any other, but from my knowledge, it's the first.
and you gave it to us on free TV for and a title change.
Yeah.
You could just, if that was going to be the case, you could have did that at a pay per view
Yeah.
and get your viewership up. Like, it's reasons why
Which
people are
they
tuning
need
out.
help at that.
That's,
Badly.
and it's a reason why people are tuning out more and more, because you're not giving us a story.
Yeah.
Versus we're at WWE, I haven't seen CM Punk wrestle a match in how many months,
6
But
months.
he's got us captivated, as well as Seth Rollins, as well as Drew McIntyre, just from not the build to a match. It's got you tuning in.
Now,
Like I got to
now
tune
when
in just
this
to see what y'all
happens,
say in the
they
ring.
throw hands. It's going to mean something.
Yeah.
And
Which is, I would like to see how that match goes between CM Punk and Big Boy. What's his name?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
and that's just crazy.
I feel like it's gonna
their
be a
whole-
triple threat. I think
Their
they're
whole
gonna
feud,
swing.
Nah,
that
what's
makes
name
sense.
supposed to be
referee.
guest referee?
Oh, who? Seth.
Seth.
but their feud was an accident, but it was the best thing that happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes that's the best. That's the best kind of.
But yeah, we could switch to WWE real quick. Like I said, John Cena announced his retirement. I think that was last week or 2 weeks ago. Saying basically 2025 is his last year of wrestling, and but to expect him, periodically through that time, he'll be at the pay-per-views. You'll be seeing him wrestling. He basically said, if you want to wrestle me, now's your time.
Niggas is not doing no movies in 2025.
Okay, makes sense.
And I feel like you definitely got to run him and Punk back at least one more. And Punk said it too. He said he'd like to lace him up.
See,
one
I
more
don't
time.
want to see that. I'd rather him push some of these new young kids, put them over.
I mean, yeah, I want to see that, but I feel like it's gonna be that last time to see him. Cause I say you're gonna have to run him with Randy Orton. Like I feel like you can do
that's
like
a
towards the
legacy
end,
fight right there.
like towards the end, he's gonna go against him. But I want to see some of them old.
Or if they let him win that title for 17th time, which I keep telling people makes sense, and Flair basically gave his blessing for them to do it. He
Why
puts
worry about his
he
blessing?
puts that belt on that kid at Mania, who he feels is the next. That's like him endorsing the new kid on the block, which I think is Braun Breaker. That would make sense for him. If WrestleMania would be his last match,
Fight
you
him.
put over Braun Breaker. You put over Carmel. You'll put over one of them young kids that he likes all the new young kids.
Yeah,
I don't want to see no damn punking. Or I didn't see that.
yeah.
I want to see you fight some new people. Put some of these new kids over. That's what I want to see.
We'll see. We'll see. We got a whole year.
But he's doing
worth
the
of-
whole tour, so you're gonna have to have him lose and win.
You ain't Kobe,
I
nigga.
don't want him to go face all the young kids and beat all of them too.
No, I'm talking about put them over.
He's saying,
Like,
But I feel like I think it's gonna be like
Let
a
him
long,
go out
I think we're gonna
against
get
Braun
more
Breaker,
matches
is what he's
than we
saying.
think we're gonna get.
because lately he's lost every singles match, so
Yeah.
it hasn't done nothing to him.
yeah,
He put Solo over left.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to see some of
he
them
took a
nostalgic
ass
matches
whooping,
up for it though.
Yeah,
But we'll see what happens.
And then to also double down on WWE.
Double wall.
Where is I going with that? It was something else WWE I wanted to bring up.
Bo Dallas.
or they cooking.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes,
no.
yes. How are you guys feeling about the Wyatt sick?
I don't know where it's going, but I'm riding.
I'm
riding.
interested in it.
Gables is
Eric
the
Rowan's
perfect-
promo, man, Rowan's promo
Yeah.
with that video, man. That was hard to
Got
watch.
Smokey in the room. Like,
I mean, I know they say that them things blur between like reality and fiction.
I mean, he using
His
real
thing
story.
was spot on, man. I was just like, damn.
'Cause he's the last one left. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Because I don't consider Braun Strowman as much the original. He the last one left. And
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm rocking with it.
But the more and more,
Like I said, at some point we definitely gonna get people in the ring, and he already kind of got in the ring, got fucked up last week, but
Bo Dallas, he's starting to look
I
more
like
like
it.
Bray now.
yeah.
They start
Did you
to
see
sound
that
like
last
the
week
more-
when he
yeah.
got jumped? I kind of
And
like
he
it.
sounds more.
mhm.
Like, yeah, I give it time. You know, he's not going to be Bray, but
Nah.
and I think for me, I like the fact that it's probably therapeutic for all of them. It probably is.
Yeah.
So however it goes, left, right, whatever,
Yeah.
I feel like it's helping them get through the tragedy. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna rock with it.
All right. Where we at? 48.
And I always thought Bo Dallas was the older brother.
No, he's-
I thought he was older than Bray. Yeah.
All right. Let's what we ain't get to yet. Let's.
without context, or
It's really too.
I guess this presidential drop.
Yeah. So
but
we can go to that real quick. It's really two things I wanted to bring up left, and that's one of them. So let's go to that.
all right. So as we're recording this now, President Joe Biden has decided not to seek presidential reelection.
Yeah. And this is coming off a week ago or however many days ago of an attempted assassination attempt on Donald Trump, which seemed to boost his ratings. And, you know, we're not a political show at all, so we're just here to just, you know,
Give an unbiased
acknowledge,
what happened.
right? And there's really only one tribal chief.
Solo.
But yes, that just happened today. So, you know, whatever your political views are, you know, I just wanted to bring that to light. And, you know, we'll see where this all goes. This is a weird year.
Yes, it is. I'll just say this.
Best
man win.
Well, I just want to see how some of this stuff is told in history books like 30 years from now. So that's really what I care about. But it's been a weird year.
It's something.
Other than that, I was going to bring up some sports stuff, really.
That
like
WNBA game was good.
the WNBA versus the USA team.
Them girls was playing.
And
That
then
neither
also-
one of y'all niggas watched.
I watched the game last night.
Look, I was filming a movie yesterday. Okay,
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, it's
What was on?
so I was
What I missed?
nothing. You ain't missed nothing at all.
but what I did want to bring up about the men's Olympic team was the replacement with Derek White.
Who?
Derek White replaced Kawhi Leonard.
I don't even know why they even put Kawhi
first-
on that team. to begin
That
with.
picture of Kawhi made me laugh every time I see it. He was like,
we all sat here and knew damn well that man was not going to play.
but nah, he didn't take himself off.
Yeah, they
USA did.
USA.
So the Clippers are mad at him for that.
Yeah,
Oh.
the USA said.
Yeah, so
go
that
on.
made me change. I was laughing at all the memes.
Yeah.
but
I
then-
mean, you know, damn
He didn't
well-
ask. They told him.
Period. I don't even know why you asked him. No,
But-
no.
So then you get a replacement, and obviously, when you see Derek White, then you look at the team Derek White was on, and then wait, there's somebody better than Derek White
Yeah.
on that same team. Why is he not playing? Why did he get selected, even though he said he wants to play? And so that is the point that I'm bringing up about. Apparently, Nike has a lot of sway with USA Basketball because they're the sponsors of USA. When you see their jerseys,
Can't really say that though. Where you about to go? I can defute that. I've been defuted never alive. Embiid is not a Nike athlete.
so listen.
Steph Curry's not a
What
Nike
they will
athlete.
do is get a representative from the various brands, but you will not have multiple Adidas, you will not have multiple Under Armour, you will not have multiple New Balance.
Yeah.
And the fact is, Jaylen Brown kind of been publicly feuding with Nike ever since Kyrie got dropped. He been covering up his Kobe check, the Nikes,
Swoosh.
the swooshes. And he hasn't re-signed with them. They're like in contract, but it doesn't sound like he's going back to Nike. And he publicly went out on Twitter and said Nike is responsible for this. He publicly saying all this.
But then you remember the little commercial, right?
Mhm.
For them? Who
Which
wasn't
one?
in the commercial? KD.
Which
The
commercial?
Nike commercial.
That just came out?
Yeah, come on. KD.
But they got
wasn't
LeBron in there. You got LeBron in there, you good. You covered. You covered.
They had all the other Nike athletes in there, but KD.
I hear you.
Question.
And KD has a lifetime deal.
I hear you.
Who's
KD not playing too though.
I think
who's the GOAT sneaker company?
It's Nike.
Okay,
Skechers.
I'm just asking.
But again,
I heard they comfortable.
I'm just bringing up the conversation.
Because I'm gonna be honest with
bringing
you,
up the
2
conversation.
years ago, motherfuckers say it was Jaylen Brown was ass. That's why I don't understand why everybody, he should have
But-
been on the team.
Finals MVP, Eastern Conference MVP, champion, All-Star.
I think because Jalen.
So he's better than Jason Tatum. That's what we about to go with this, right?
No, Jason Tatum's on the team.
No,
Jason Tatum's on
I
the
think
team.
what it is Jalen's intellect is he's thinking more. I'm trying to where do you say this? I think his intellect is rubbing a lot of people the wrong way.
It did when he came on. That's why he dropped number 3.
Mhm.
Everybody thought he was too smart to play basketball.
And I think that's what it is. And you can't argue with a guy who's pretty much smarter than the people running the thing. That's what it's coming to. To me, that's what it seems like.
Never dumb yourself down, kids.
Yeah, but
So-
then if you put him on that team, who is he playing over Devin Booker?
Who's Derek White playing over?
He's the backup point guard. He ain't gonna get no minutes. That much, he is not getting more than Drew Holiday or Steph Curry. I'll be dead honest with you. He's not getting no minutes.
That little guard rotation that they got is just, it is what it. I don't really even see a point guard. Anthony Edwards can bring the ball up. Halliburton can bring the ball up. Drew Holiday can bring the ball up.
But answer my question.
Bring the ball
Who was Jalen? Would you put Jaylen Brown over any of them?
He's going to be in that, to me, the wing position. So when Jason Tatum come out, Jaylen Brown come in.
It's over Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, to me, is going to be in the guard rotation.
But in the Olympics is positional basketball.
Sure.
Who you putting? Be honest. Who is
it? Definitely going to be a struggle for minutes. It's the world's best players. It's going to be a struggle.
Derek White is there just to put your picture in the damn book.
Derek White is there to wear the Nike Sabrina 2s and make sure somebody can get him on picture.
Hey.
They just dropped.
They just dropped like Kobe's.
Yeah,
they kind of fire.
They do look alright. I might even try. I might try.
Her first one sold out quick.
Yeah, they kind of fire.
And he wearing them and then the red, white, and blues, and he had to make sure somebody was there to get the camera.
But you gotta look at it this way: it's always gonna be somebody left out because you're talking about.
I get it.
The greatest
Isaiah got left.
The greatest players in the world.
Isaiah
the greatest
always
players.
felt that they purposely kicked. They kept them out. Yeah, they purposely kept them out.
Jordan said, "You put him on the team, I ain't coming."
And you know what's crazy? They said it wasn't even Jordan. It was I forget
Magic.
They said Magic said something, and then
that shit was Jordan. Magic ain't care about.
But I mean, look.
No, if you watch what he's talking about, if you watch it, the Magic was responsible. They said that's when the first year they let the pros. They told Magic, "We'll let the pros go if you convince Larry Bird and Michael Jordan to join the team." So he had to go out and convince them too.
And look how Zeke acting now. You want him on your team? I can't stand him. I got him and Pippen. Him and Pippen drive me crazy. Pippen even more.
Man, but you gotta understand Pippen, man. The young boys are knocking the block
look,
off the white.
Man, he coming out here talking crazy.
He been catching an L for a minute because after watching that Last Dance and the way they kind of got over on the money. Do you remember that part?
Yeah.
He took a big. He could have got paid a lot more.
But who told him to get his money?
But
who tried to tell him to get his money?
They told him to wait 1 year.
But who tried to tell him to get his money?
It was, hey, I can't.
It's
at the end of the day, you got to be responsible for you. So I ain't. But
somebody tried to tell him to get his money.
I know why he bitter. I know why he bitter. He lost out on a lot of money.
Lost out on his wife.
Wait, but when he left,
Jordan get all the fame, and now his son, it's crazy. It's great. I'll be mad too. I'm ready.
Especially you can't invite the Pippen family to the Jordan family function.
I'll be ready. Like, yeah, it's time.
You know what's gonna remind me of that scene from White Men Can't Jump?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to my car.
She's like,
I'll be right back.
I'm
gonna get everybody ass.
All right, we're almost at an hour. Anything else on that before we get up out of here? Basketball, no.
Zeke. I'm here thinking about Zeke. I'm like, Scotty, look at your hand. How many rings you got? All right. Yeah. Just say thank you.
I can see why he's bitter, though. That's all I'm saying. I can see.
But this would be my thing. I could even understand if Mike downplays Scotty. Mike has been bigging up Scotty ever. He always talks highly about Scotty and what he did for him and all that. But you just be talking shit every time you get a chance. Yeah. Now, I know Zico he thought he had a little dynasty going and Mike cut that short. I get it. You still bitter about it, but come on.
Yeah, he said, my son gonna talk to your wife right now.
Him Zeke and Vlade Divac. That's two cats I can't stand. And Arvinas Sabonis. I don't even like his son. Fuck him too. That's all.
Damn.
But speaking of sports, NFL training camp has begun. We are on the countdown to football.
Brandon Ayuk is going to get
traded. I
traded.
didn't even want to talk about it right now. We'll talk about that another day.
I told you, brother.
As of right now, he's still 49.
Does he got a team you looking at?
He going to end up on Washington. He going to end up on some bum team. I don't care.
He don't get his money.
It don't matter. He want the money, then get the money, end up in
Remember, I told you, I said, when y'all drafted Ricky Parashaw, and then y'all got that other kid, I said, yeah. And then y'all paid the boy from the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's cheaper to keep Devo because y'all can cut him after this year with no cap hit.
Yep. So it is what it is. It's life. It's life. It's the business of the NFL.
That's how it goes. And then y'all paid McCaffrey.
Now we got to pay what's his name next year? Purdy.
A substitute teacher.
Hey, when you got good players, you got to pay them money. Yeah. So, shit, we going through it now.
I didn't even know it was training camp this week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is an episode, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 70, the Watchers podcast. Here we go.
It's a taint though.
That sound right. WATCHERZ. I'm Tavon. Tri-State _ tip on Instagram.
Shit. Tiger Helly 19 Snapchats, IGZ's Facebook by way of the government. Jason Williams, follow the stripes.
Oh yeah, me.
To the left, the other left.
The other left? No, I'm kidding. The damaging. No, I'm kidding.
Don't bring that nigga back.
Wow.
Nah, Smitty Green Giant on Instagram.
And then Corey J on Instagram.
I hope somebody took that shit.
Nah,
I hope we can't even go back to that. I hope somebody being petty enough to took that.
Damaging.
Look at it, didn't even spell it.
I couldn't spell the motherfucking thing. You know what it was? How I was trying to find a name on IG, and it was just like I couldn't find whatever the hell I wanted to do, so I just let it pick whatever, and that's what came up.
You scrolled your fingers across the keyboard, and it's like whatever came out.
Whatever came up, that's what I got.
They spelled damage in a whole different way.
Yeah.
And I just ran with it. I was just like, fuck it, sounds different.
He'll come at the damage. Nobody can keep a straight face.
Yeah, because the first
It was the damage.
because when
He
he
just
And he be that shit. It was like he was auditioning for a movie. It's like the damage.
people was like, how do you spell that?
in the world.
I don't know. That's what the fuck came up on it.
That sound like a name you had back in the Tokyo days of Japanese warriors and shit. The damage.
Then I found out how you could change the name on the thing. That's why I was like, oh.
When you first had it, I was always thinking of you remember the rapper Ja Rule the yeah, and I was always thinking in the motherfucking class he would have it like.
I'm like illiterate on Instagram, but
It's all good.
it is what it is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 70 in the books. Till next week, peace.